Liberia, a nation of youthful promise, where dreams often collide with challenges, but determination fuels hope. Education, the cornerstone of progress, has been a distant reality for many. Yet, a new chapter unfolds. In a landmark move to uplift Liberia's youth, the Ministry of State for Presidential Affairs is launching the Presidential Affairs Scholarship and Financial Aid Program, dedicated to removing barriers and providing opportunities for Liberia's young minds to thrive.
This scholarship is not purely academic. We have a subsection which is the financial aid loan, mainly given to students who showed need, that they're willing to go to school, but they have some financial challenges. And the scholarship committee went through the different essays and used other methods of determining who qualifies under the financial aid. And then the second difference is that this scholarship has included a community service portion of it. So we're not just at the Ministry of State giving scholarship to students, but we're also asking them to give back to the community as reward in exchange for the scholarship.
Yeah. Gifty Roberts.
The response was overwhelming, with over 700 applications submitted from universities across the country. The program's selection process was both thorough and transparent. In the end, 455 of Liberia's most promising young scholars were chosen.
So the criteria for selection of scholarship recipient, as I said, we have two. So the academic is from 3 points and above. The financial aid is from 2.5 to 2.9. So those who got 2.5 and 2.9 GPA and show need were considered under the financial aid, and those who got 3 points and above were considered under the academic scholarship. The scholarship is recurrent, so every semester, once you maintain the criteria for your initial selection, you will be readmitted to the scholarship automatically.
At the core of this initiative lies a powerful idea that education is a tool not just for personal growth, but for community transformation. Students are tasked with more than excelling in their studies. They are also challenged to develop projects that address the very real needs of their communities.
So to this meeting, we had the students in a group of 10 from the different universities brainstorming what community service projects they want to do. We had them present to us what area the project will be in, and between now to the launch of the scholarship program, we'll have them present a full project proposal for implementation over the next semester that they will be in the project.
Okay, so we selected literacy in education. So we're basing on the IT skills, the empowerment for young people, the healthcare, and entrepreneurship. So for the IT skills, we are going directly to high school students who don't have the knowledge of computer skills. And for the entrepreneurship, we're going straight to the business women, into the illiterate business women who don't know how to separate their profit from their main business money. And for the healthcare, we're going to talk about how to keep your body clean, how to control yourself in your menstrual cycle. I was so happy that I saw that for part in the application, because my main aim is to give back to my community, give back to my country, and I'm focusing on the healthcare and infrastructures. So I was so happy.
Like for example, my project now is going to be talking about cleaning the beach, cleaning the ocean. We all know that the ocean has been the model for climate change, and the president, in fact, the whole world right now is talking about climate change, and we are trying to mitigate or limit the death and the waste along the ocean. So we want to carry a message to them. Like for my team, we're going to carry a message and awareness to the people along the beach, tell them to take care of the beach.
My group
we are going to undertake a project that have to do with education and mentorship. It's for under mentorship, meaning education support. There's this thing that have to do with malpractice, academic malpractice, and flaws and other stuff. Students pay money for grades, and even sometimes instructors are encouraging students to pay them for grade, and or even harassing our females for sex for grade. We want to go up there to acknowledge our fellow police that habit is not good for our society, because it will not do us good for us to have a society that people pay money for grades and you are not acquiring the education that you need to acquire.
For many, the dream of higher education is cut short by financial hardship. But through this program, the government is addressing those constraints.
I'm very, very happy because on the day of my education, and I achieved a scholarship like this. I was 17 years old, I was to graduate from high school with my foreign passport. And now, I'm in the Colorado University, there's no support. Now I have the scholarship to support me. My impression is today, I don't know what to say to the Latvian government, so I'm very, very happy. The challenges I faced was to do my document to the executive marshal. But to pay attention to anybody and not pay attention to anybody. My response to the government is for the government to protect. Because one reason is that to be a disability, you are disability can to not do anything in life. But because of the younger members, brother and sister left us time. But today, I'm very glad and I'm one for the government, not only me, but other disabled too. They should be happy in the land of everyone so that they can become God begging.
A total of $150,000 has been allocated, not just for tuition, but to create a pathway for students to achieve their goals.
We started with a little over 450 students, I think 454 or 55 students with a monetary value of 150,000 for a start. So Ministry of State currently has 50,000 in our budget that we allocated for scholarship support towards it, and then we've also reached out to friendly institutions, informing them of the scholarship and seeking their support. We're waiting for some commitments. We're also hoping that at the launch of the scholarship with the president and other stakeholders there, we'll be able to do a fundraiser to generate additional funds for the scholarship.
The project will serve as proof that education is not just about learning in the classroom, but also about making a tangible difference in the world. From mentoring high school students to organizing local health initiatives, these scholars are laying the foundation for Liberia's future.
We are excited about restarting this program. We are particularly excited about the community service component of it. We saw the enthusiasm from the students here today when they were discussing the different projects, choosing the project name, choosing the community that will implement the project.
As the program is officially launched, the hope is that the excitement and commitment to community service will be sustained long after these students leave the classroom.
We're hoping that we can sustain that excitement. We'll be working as a committee. I have members of the scholarship committee here. We'll be working as a committee to be as innovative as possible to keep them engaged and committed to this process, because we feel that this is a landmark intervention by the Ministry of State that, if properly handled and maybe even decentralized for the most part, which is something we intend to do next year, focus on several counties where we can establish scholarship fund there as well. We might be able to address the academic needs or educational need of most of our young people.
This is more than a scholarship program. It is a movement for change.
So what we're trying to establish is this spirit of initiative from the students. We want them to be able to identify a problem that exists in a community, whether it's in a school, whether it's in the community that the school is in. Those from Cottington, for example, were saying they will look at Bangar as a whole and identify a project in Bangar. So wherever it is, we want them to be able to identify a problem that exists in that community, brainstorm a solution, come up with a solution, design a solution, and implement.
Through education, hope is born, and through service, communities are healed. The Presidential Affairs Scholarship and Financial Aid Program is not about just unlocking potential. It is about building a brighter, more inclusive future for all.